Hi everyone, welcome back to the live. My name is Uche and I'll be talking about how to write an European type CV. Hi everyone, whether you're watching now or you would watch later, you are welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I do not take your presence for granted. And if you're watching this video for the first time, hey, this is the right place to be. Give it a big thumbs up, give it a like and a subscribe. In this channel, I bring updates about nursing, I bring updates about immigration and fitness. I would post YouTube shorts for my fitness and long-form videos for nursing and immigration content updates. If this topic interests you, please hang on with me. So in today's video or in today's live stream, I'll be talking about the European CV format. A CV is a curriculum vitae. It is popularly called CV. Everyone says CV. A CV is the first impression that you are going to give your employer. It is the first opportunity for you to communicate your skills and your experience to your future employer. Your employer doesn't know you. A job has been placed in the job market and you put forth your CV. What is that thing that will speak for you in your absence? What is that thing that will stand out for you when potential employers come across your CV? So your CV is like a snapshot of who you are. It represents your skills, your educational background, your work experiences, and other relevant achievements that will be relevant for the role or the job description. This is a disclaimer. I am not a CV expert or an immigration consultant. I have done a good research on this topic, and that is why I'm presenting it to you today. The last video I made was about how to migrate to Luxembourg with recruitment agencies, and most of the comments there were asking me how to create an European CV. We all know that for you to practice or for you to migrate to the Europe, you would need to submit your CV. European countries such as Germany, Luxembourg, France, Greece, Finland, Iceland, Ireland, Malta, those are the countries that need an European CV format, or you can see it written as Europass or European CV template. So how can you create a good CV? You can create a good CV. The first thing I would say is that you should present your experience clearly. You need to highlight your skills. You need to highlight your experiences. You need to highlight your relevant skills to match the job description. Now, when I say job description, I mean there are different jobs that you can fit in, but some of them will have different job description to what you have done. So, in other words, let your CV match the job description that you are applying for. You need to pay close attention to the details that have been published in the vacancy or in that notice. The second thing for you is to tailor your CV. The reason why you have to tailor your CV is because European employers, they use ATS, that is the applicant tracking system. They use the ATS to help them filter hundreds of CV that they resume for each job. So this is how it works. They put forth a job with the job description. There are keywords in that job description. They then use the ATS to find or filter those CVs that have been submitted with the keywords that are relevant to the job description. These are the things that hiring managers would do, okay? So your CV or your resume must match those keywords because those keywords increase your chances of selection from the thousands or millions or hundreds of CVs that will be submitted, okay? That is why it's important for you to refer to the job description before you submit your CV so that you can tailor your job description, tailor the job description to match your relevant skills, your experience, and all of that. So please do not include irrelevant history. Rather, you should just focus on facts and the main points to match the job that you have in mind. The third point would be to make your CV readable. Using Luxembourg for an example, they speak Luxembourgish, they speak French, they speak German, and they also speak English. So if you are writing your CV in English, make sure that your CV is very easy to read. It is clear, it's in simple language, it is concise. Now, if you're writing your CV, you need to use a strong proverb like managed, developed, increased, accomplished, because those relevant skills are in the past, right? So you need to have them in those proverbs. Now, when writing your CV, you're going to write your CV in reverse chronological order. And this simply means that you need to list your most recent experience to be at the top. That will be followed by your previous experiences. Now, in case you have long employment gaps, you need to indicate in your CV your employment gap, indicating the reason or including an explanation why you had the employment gap. So if you're a woman, you had an employment gap for 3 months because you went on maternity, you need to include it there in your CV. Now, on the last point on how to create a good CV, you need to make sure you polish and fine-tune your CV. Remember that at the start of this video, I said that your CV is like a snapshot of who you are. Your CV is what speaks for you in your absence, even before your employer sends you an interview invite, right? So polish and fine-tune your CV. Now, how can you polish and fine-tune your CV? You can do this by checking your spellings and your grammar mistakes. Now, if this CV is typed, sometimes the Microsoft Word has a tendency to highlight the wrong spellings in red or in green. So it would be good for you to check your spellings or print it out or send it to someone to help you proofread it. Provide a professional email address, okay? So if you've gotten to this point with me in this video, it will only be fair to me that you please like this video, share to your friends, comment, ask any questions, and if I'm able to answer them, I will answer them. And please hit the subscribe button to give me an encouragement in what I'm doing on this channel, okay? So let us dive into it. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm doing this for the first time, so hopefully I would be able to share my screen and it will be successfully done, okay? So my intention to share my screen is so that I can show you how to create an European type CV for free by yourself, okay? So if I share my screen, we'll work out a CV together, and then you can use it as an example or as a guide to create your own CV, okay? You can make your own professional CV. I will reiterate that you can make it for free at the comfort of your home, all right? So let me share my screen. So head onto your browser and type Europass. When Europass opens, click on it. It will take you to the next link, okay? This is what the interface looks like. This is what the interface looks like, okay? So Europass has so many features. You can use it to create a CV. You can use it to create a cover letter, and you can use it to test your digital skills. So feel free to explore the Europass website, okay? All right, so the intention of this video, for the purpose of this video, we are going to create an European type CV or Europass CV. So click on this. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to put in the description this website, okay? So when you click on that, this interface opens, and because you're coming here for the first time, what we're going to do is to start from your profile. So click on it, and we are going to register. So we'll register and do this together, okay? So put in your email and click on next. Fill in your information. For the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna generate a name and check the box to acknowledge that you've here. Check the box and create an account. So in 60 seconds, you should get an email containing a link for you to continue with creating the CV. All right. I'll head on to my email and I will look for the link. So this is the link. I will open this again. When this opens, you're required to input a password. We've been successful with this. So click on the icon, proceed. Point is multi-factor authentication. You can choose this if you want to enable two-step factorial. Yes. And then click on this icon, this one that says me, and click on my Europass. Once this opens, click on create your CV. So now, because you've already imputed your name, you would just start your profile. So create a profile, create my profile. So these are the personal information that we need to fill. So basically, once you get to this point, we'll fill the personal information, fill the relevant work experience, fill your education and training, and complete your personal skills. So select the language in which you want to create the profile. We're creating, for the purpose of this video, we are creating the profile in English, okay? So I'm going to use the first name that I created, Grace Favor. And the gender, female. Nationality, Nigerian. Email address, need to input a phone number, and next. So you're going to fill in your relevant work experience and the position you've held for this job. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be using the job title held as a plumber. This is actually optional, so let's go and put the name of the employer. Plumbing Services International. And the city, I would say, is Abuja. And the country, from the drop-down menu, select your country, so I'll select Nigeria. The address details of my employer, it would be good to go to Google and type in the address and input a postcode. So just put from when you started the job, 14. So if you're still working there, just select the option ongoing. Now you would need to input the activities, your main job activities and your responsibilities. We go to next. Now, if you have any other work experience, feel free to add your work experience here and keep adding other relevant work experience until you get to the last. Remember, you're adding your work experience in chronological order. That means you're adding your work experience from the most recent job to the least one. Now click on next. We would go on to the education and the training. So for the education and the training, you are going to input your certificates or diploma and the time it was awarded, okay? So title of qualification awarded, I'm going to say Diploma in Plumbing Technology, and the name of the organization, I would say FCT College of Plumbing. So the relevant website, we would need to add the relevant website. So the city is Abuja and the country is Nigeria. You can select this from the drop-down menu. And the time of this education has to be before my actual work experience. So go on to the next one, which is your personal skills, okay? In your personal skills, you're going to input your language skills, your mother tongue, and any other language that you have. So for the language skills, mother tongue is Igbo. Other tongues, you can use this icon, the plus, to add them. Other language, I would say English. If you speak other languages, please feel free to add them. You will need to add your level of understanding for the English you selected, okay? So there are three options. The A1, which is a basic user. If you understand familiar words in English or basic phrases concerning yourself and all of that. So I'm going to select proficient user. Proficient user means I have no difficulty in understanding any spoken language, whether live or broadcast, even when delivered, okay? So once you select that for the listening, go to the reading and select as well. And also select your level of understanding for writing. Select your level of understanding in spoken production and your level of understanding in speaking English. Once this is done, you would need to add your digital skills. So your digital skills are like your Microsoft skills. So from this drop-down menu here, feel free to drag and drop. So I'm going to drag the Microsoft Office I have experience in Microsoft Excel. So you can add other digital skills you have. So I'm going to add that I also have experience in diagnostics, troubleshooting. So add as many as you want to. Once you're done with this, click on create. And this is what comes out. So I've created a profile, Grace Favor, the work experience, my education, my language skills, my English proficiency, and my digital skills. The next thing to do will be to return to the menu. So we're going to return to this menu, this one here, and you will choose my Europass. Once you select my Europass, scroll down and click on create CV. It's going to ask you to create the CV to start from your profile. So click on start from your profile. Already you have pre-filled these informations. So scroll down and be sure that any information here is what you want. If these informations are not correct, then please click on next icon. And do you want to edit any information before creating your CV? I think I'm happy with what is there, so I'm going to say no. So this is basically how to create your CV. So you can decide to change the templates of the CV. You can choose this. You can choose this one. Whatever one you feel that you prefer, just choose and click on next. So once this opens, choose a name you want for your CV. So I'm going to use it as Grace Favor. And once you're done filling all the informations, click on download. Quite pretty easy to how to create your CV. Is it compulsory to input the address? If you're applying from an African country or if you're applying outside Europe, it is important for you to include your address. Remember that the ATS system is going to filter those CVs. Remember that your CV is a snapshot and it speaks for you in your absence. Yes. So it's important for you to input your address. And if your employer needs to give you sponsorship, your employer needs to know where you are or where you'll be applying from or where you're going to present from. Okay. So for the reference, your references will definitely be on requests from your employer. So once you're done with this, you can see that it's very easy for you to create your European CV formats by yourself. Okay. It doesn't matter what background you have, whether in plumbing, whether in engineering, or whether it is a skilled job or it is not a skilled job. Can you put this sample in the description? Well, it will be difficult for me to paste the template I've created in the description, but I'm going to put the link of the Europass in the description. So once you create the link, just follow the prompt, fill in your details. The website just gives you your CV automatically. Okay, I don't know if that helps. And if you don't know how to add your relevant job description and you've been working all your life or you don't know how to input this, go on LinkedIn. It's a professional page where you can see or find potential employers. Okay, so type in that your job. You will definitely find job descriptions that will suit it. Okay, and before you even start, write down the jobs that you've done. Try to remember the jobs that you've done in the past, the skills that you acquired, the experiences that you've had. Put them down in writing in a book. That makes it actually easy for you to produce or for you to type it when it's time for you to type. You can do this at one sitting. Okay, it kind of took time because this is the first time I'm sharing my screen on a YouTube live. Okay, if you found this video useful, you know what to do to support your girl. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, please share to your friends, ask any questions and I'll be happy to answer. If I don't know the answer, I will try to find out, and if I don't know when I find out, I would let you know. Okay, things for you to keep in mind when creating your CV. Remember that your work experience should present in reverse chronological order from your last work experience to your first work experience. And every entry should include the company's name, the location, your job title, your start and end dates. And also, when putting your job description, please put them in bullet points, okay? Put them in bullet points describing your achievements and your duties. That makes it actually to be neat for you. Remember the action verb, accomplished, helped, ed, just something that you've done in the past. And then tailor each of your resume to suit the job description that you're applying for. Include 3 to 7 job listings in the work experience sections. Okay, I hope this video has helped anyone or has helped everyone. Thank you for joining me on this live. Thank you for hanging on. Please comment below, share, like, subscribe, and see you in my next video. If you want me to talk about the cover letter, I will talk about it another time, how to create an European cover letter. Thank you, and this will be the end of the live stream. Bye.